they're signing up, and I feel like that additional 5%, again, it's value that they're perceiving and they're getting. I was like, if we could have $1,500 today instead of $500 today, and I can give a $200 discount on that, why not do it? You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have the cash today than wait and push it down the road 4 more months and do the crown a year type of deal. Let's just do it all now.
Welcome back to another episode of My Dental Playbook. I'm your co-host, Gary Bird. Along with my friend, Dr. Blake Hamblin, we're going to dive deep into how he's grown his practice from $200,000 to $500,000 in production in just under 1 year. In today's episode, we're going to tell you exactly how he set up his membership plan and what he's doing differently than every single dentist out there, and give you a full template that you can use to make sure that your membership plan is super effective in helping you grow and retain all your uninsured patients. Stay tuned for this one. We got a goal to get to 10,000 subscribers, and 85% of you are not subscribed to the channel yet. So make it happen. Subscribe. Tell them.
Subscribe.
Good job. Make it happen. All right. We are live, and Dr. Blake from his new and improved studio with the background lights. You can't see them, but he has a light working on. It's getting better. Awesome job on that. So we're taking this seriously, and we're going to talk about something very, very interesting that I think that most dental offices fail with. And I've done dental marketing for a long time. This one thing can help your practice grow, and it actually doesn't really cost you much or very little, but there's a little bit of administrative work and things like that up front. I mean, we're going to be talking about membership plans. So Dr. Blake just launched his membership plan. And the reason membership plans are so important is, what would you say, about 40% of patients don't have insurance? Is it something like that?
There's a big grouping. So to be fair, I've actually had a membership plan. Back during COVID, I did Chris Phelps and Drew Burns basically gave it away practically for free, of course, and I had nothing else to do, so I did that. But we've recently rolled out what we're calling our Membership Plus plan, which is what we're going to talk about today. And it's a little bit of Chris Phelps and Drew Burns style, but also Alex Hormozi's principles of urgency and otherwise. So I will talk more about that, but it's really designed for our $49 special patients to try to get them on board onto a membership plan.
I love that. And as we talked about, you said one of the issues, and I think this is what most dentists struggle with, most dental offices, I'll say, is you have a membership plan, but no one's signing up for it. So and I think a lot of people have that, and that's kind of where you got to, where it's like, I have this thing, but we're not using it. How can I make it better? So at the end of the show, Dr. Blake was super generous. He said he will give us the whole Canva file. He has the whole thing built out. It's beautiful. And it doesn't just have dental things in it. There's some urgency built into it, which I haven't seen before, which I think will absolutely crush. So he's going to be talking about that. He was really excited when you told me about it. You were like, hey, I just rolled this out, and guess what? We haven't signed anybody up in a while on this, and today we got 3 patients on it. 3 for 3 or 2 for 2 or whatever it was. So that's so exciting that it's actually working.
For sure. Yeah, no, we're excited about it. We think it's going to add a lot of value.
Awesome. So first of all, let's talk through what is a membership plan. Why does this matter? So a membership plan is something that people, once they come in, it makes a lot of sense to sign up for if they don't have insurance. And sometimes even if they do have insurance, because it gives them a reason to come back and it gives them a reason to stay with you. Insurance kind of makes, dentistry, I've seen a lot of studies on this. General dentistry during recessions actually doesn't move a lot. Like, it doesn't go up or down a lot during booms or busts because of insurance. People just keep coming in, they keep getting their teeth clean, and they still do the little bit of work that they need to get done. And that keeps kind of all the boats floating. Unfortunately, though, uninsured patients, they feel like, and this is more of the psychology behind it, is I don't have health insurance or dental insurance, and so I can't go to the dentist. And they don't realize dental insurance is not real insurance. It's a coupon book. Like, and I always tell people this, it's like your house insurance, if your house burns down, what do? They rebuild your house. Your car insurance, you get in an accident, even if it's your fault, they get you a new car. Health insurance, if my heart stops beating right now and I need a heart transplant, and they're going to replace my heart. Dental insurance, all of your teeth fall out. Oh, we'll give you $1,000 towards some implant.
They forget your name.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's not insurance. Like it's just not. And so, but patients don't know that. That's the part that's tricky. They don't understand that principle and how that works. So membership plans for those uninsured patients helps retain them. Did I get that right? Do you have anything to add to that about membership plans?
Yeah, I would say, studies have shown that membership plan patients actually spend more money than non-membership patients or even insurance patients because they have a perceived value. I remember Chris shared a story that his crown, to make the story very short, his crown was actually more expensive than the guy across the street. But because he had a membership plan and gave 10% discount, the patient actually ended up doing it at their office because they perceived a higher value for that. We found specifically with this membership plus plan, one of the errors that we were making, you'll love this, is on our phone calls, I was auditing some of these, and this is kind of what prompted this, is our team was really excited, hey, we understand dentistry can be expensive, and we had this $49 special, and we're excited to see you. And by the way, we have this $439 membership plan that you're going to be really excited about. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, actually, let me call you back. Let me look at my schedule. And then we would miss the lead. And so I had to teach them, hey guys, like, let's be excited about the membership plan, but when they're in the office.
Yes. So this is so important because not all, a lot of the membership companies tell people to market it. And I disagree with that wholeheartedly. And not just because it doesn't work. No one wants to be a member anywhere until they're at the place. And I give a simple example. Let's say you need an oil change. So you call a mechanic and you say, hey, how much is an oil change? Oh yeah, we got oil changes for $99, but you can join our membership plan to get all your repairs done for $500. You would never sign up. That's just like scam alert. So the membership plans are used for retention, not acquisition. Very important. You can put it on your website and things like that for existing patients to see it, but you can't be aggressive trying to sign people up over the phone. You'll just lose them.
Yeah, we experienced that. So we've learned and we've moved on to greener pastures.
That's awesome. So one of the goals, in my opinion, with any membership plan, and we're going to give you the link at the end so you can get this membership plan. You can build out your own. You can get the Canva file and the PDF and all those things. And we'll give you how to price it at the end here. But one of the big things is I think your goal should be to sign up 100% of people who are uninsured. What is that your guys' target, or how are you thinking through that?
Yeah, it truly has to become a philosophy that you believe in. But if you truly believe that membership patients actually spend more, then it only incentivizes you to get everybody on the membership plan. It's the same reason Costco has a membership. If you have a Costco membership and you need toilet paper, you're more likely to go to Costco and get toilet paper and eggs and butter and everything else. And now all of a sudden, the single toilet paper that you went to go get turned into many other things.
Yeah, because I needed 5 gallons of mayo. You know what I mean? That's going to ride.
Yeah, for sure. And 40 heads of lettuce.
There's no rot in my fridge, and now I have to clean out my fridge. So exactly, but that's the whole point, is that the membership plan is like, no, we're going to get it over here because it's cheaper. We get the big thing of mayo, but it's like it's cheaper there. So it makes sense. And dental's no different. Now, one of the reasons this works so well is because the uninsured patient thinks, I can't afford dentistry. And what you're doing, and I know legally I can't say this, but I'm going to say it's like you're giving them quotation marks for those listening on the air. You're giving them their insurance plan, their blankie, right? Because again, the patients don't understand that it's not real insurance that they're getting. They're getting a coupon book for dental. So it's like I tell people, it's like my blankie for my kids. When I put my kids to bed, I give them a blankie. And if I don't give them the right blankie, they freak out. Now, and I know, Dr. Blake, that hey, it doesn't really make a difference what blankie you have when you go to bed. You should be able to sleep the same. But psychologically, the kid can't fall asleep without their blankie, that blankie. So you have to give it to them. This is what you're giving to the patient, is you're giving them their blankie. They're giving them that insurance. Like, man, this is great. Now I can come and get my teeth cleaned the way I'm supposed to twice a year and not have to because they freak out. This is what's happened to them, is they go into the dentist and they're like, oh, you got your teeth cleaned today. That's $800 in exam and x-ray. It's $800. And they're like, dude, what? Like, they don't understand.
And actually, I want to bring this up because I was actually having a conversation with someone. I think they actually just signed up with you, but we were talking about her membership plan. And I was asking her about it, and she was telling me what she charged. And I was like, you need to raise your membership fee. And she was like, well, if I did that, then my patients would be paying more money. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And after we went back and forth, she was basing her membership plan based off of her in-network insurance fees, not her fee schedule fees. Thank you. And I was like, your insurance patients aren't signing up for this membership plan. This is going to people that would pay full price for your dentistry. So show them the value they're getting. Like in our office, for less than what you would pay for your first new patient visit, you get the entire membership plan. So you get 2 cleanings, you get 2 exams, you get discount on treatment. So it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, and that's a good point, is that you have to understand is that everybody knows how much a cleaning is. Everybody knows how much an exam and x-ray is. Everybody knows how much a consultation is. Those things are publicly visible in your market. Everybody can see it. I can do a Google search in any market and go see that as a patient, but I can't see how much a crown is. I can't see how much a bridge is. I can't see, a lot of these other things. And even the implant, people say, well, what about implants? Well, I can see implant pricing, but it's never really clear, right? It's like $400 for an implant, but that doesn't count the abutment and the bone graft.
Ooh, and the crown.
Yeah, all the other stuff that comes with it, right? So it's like, you don't really get clear pricing on those things. Aligners might be the exception to that. So the patient doesn't know when they walk in. So what I usually tell people is, because people are like, I don't want to give a 10% discount. Just raise all of your fees. Just go raise all of your fees, set them. You'll make the patient super happy. A lot of times we shoot ourselves in the foot because we don't realize that the patient they think dentistry is expensive no matter what you say. If you say it's $500 or you say it's $1,000, they're going to be sticker shocked either way.
Or $49 sometimes. You'd be surprised. Free.
Yeah, free. People do get mad at free sometimes. They get mad at me. I have dentists that get mad at me for my free stuff that I give away. So that's the 10% crazy that we don't account for. But yeah, so people are going to be upset one way or another. You might as well, or sticker shock is probably a better way to say it. So you want to surprise them. And that's one of the brilliant things that I think you did with your urgency that you created. Could you walk through the wrinkle that you added to yours that made it different than probably any other membership plan out there?
Yeah, so it really wasn't anything revolutionary. It's essentially the same thing as our regular membership plan. It costs the same amount of money, but the wrinkle that we added was that they had to sign up today. So the minute a foot steps out the front door, that offer is no longer there. So I don't know if you were involved with Alex Hermosi's book giveaway type deal that he just did that broke the internet, but I was, and it was incredible to watch. And that's where I got the idea. I was like, all right, once you leave the office, this offer goes away. And so it's our regular membership plan. It actually includes their $49 visit that they come in for. So they're technically getting 3 cleanings the first year. It gives them their discount. We're throwing in a couple whitening strips, a VIP for 2. So if they refer a family or a family member or otherwise to get on the membership plan, they also get the membership plus. So they get the whitening and all that. They get priority scheduling. And then they get an additional 5% off any treatment that they commit to today. So it's incentivizing people to say yes to more treatment. So if they, at their next appointment, if they say, hey, I want to do 2 crowns, and then they only do 1, well, they get 15% off the first appointment. And then their next appointment, they get their 10% off that they would get on their regular membership.
Now, so far, let's talk about your team first, right? So I think most doctors I talk to, they're like, okay, I'll do it. But then how do I get my team on board? So how has your team received this?
Yeah. So right now it was just like, I wanted to make it perfect. I wanted to have these pretty flyers to hand out and whatever. And I said, no, we just have to implement. So we printed it out. Our ink was low, I think. I was just like, if they come in with no insurance, hand them this paper and just tell them, hey, Gary, we're so excited to see you. I just want you to know later on in your visit, they may mention something about this membership plus plan to you. And I wanted you to have some information before that happened. We kind of go with the boil slowly versus the throw them in the fire at the very end. So I want them to just kind of get it as they're sitting in the lobby waiting to go back. Then when they go back, the hygienist will also mention, hey, I I know you're here for your $49 cleaning, but we understand that dentistry can be expensive. We go ahead and just we talk about the obvious, like they're here for the discounted cleaning because dentistry is expensive. So we bring it up and we say, and we want you to know that we have something in the future to make it less expensive for you. And today only, if you sign up for this, you get all these extra benefits.
That's awesome. And so a lot of times I know doctors are like, oh, I don't know how to like teach people that. It's very simple because the patients love it. So you're actually giving your team a tool to use that's going to make the patients super happy. Like everybody loves this because dentistry's so not doing this kind of stuff, right? Like everything's just like very cut and dry and like very confusing to the patient. This makes so much sense, especially people who need work. So let's talk about that. So not only are people signing up for it, are they doing the work that you're recommending, these uninsured patients?
For sure. Yeah. I mean, they're signing up, and I feel like that additional 5%, again, it's value that they're perceiving and they're getting. But I was like, if we could have $1,500 today instead of $500 today, and I can give a, $200 discount on that, why not do it? You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have the cash today than wait and push it down the road 4 more months and do the crown a year type of deal. Let's just do it all now.
Love it. Okay. So what are some other things that people need to think about when they're doing this? What are your thoughts on like pricing? Like how do you price this properly? Because I have seen dentists do this, and I literally one dentist was like, I'm building out a recurring revenue, an MRR machine that I'm going to be I'm going to retire on this. And I'm like, that's cool if you can pull it off, but I don't think that's the point of this. Like the point is to get the patient to sign up for it, not for you to be making $4 million on a recurring, because you want people to come back and buy dentistry. So how do you price it just right?
Yeah, great question. I think everybody's a little bit different, and you have to figure out what works for your practice and probably your own psychology. But for us, and again, we rolled this out like 5 years ago. So frankly, I don't even remember how I came up with it, but I think it had something to do with, we were basically, any of the stuff that we charge for that don't necessarily cost me time or money. So x-rays, stuff like that, that's all rolled in. Like, I'd rather, like, limited exams, patients come in, I'm not going to charge you to tell you that I'll do this crown for you for $1,500. Like, just come on in for free and I'll tell you that, removing roadblocks. But yeah, I think ours had, it basically was paying for your two cleanings, or your two exams, your two cleanings a year. And then we're kind of giving away all the x-rays and all that stuff. So for us, it's $439 a year, and we really don't get a whole lot of pushback. A first visit in our office is somewhere around $550 to $600 at UCR fees. So you're getting 2 visits, 2 cleanings, discounted treatment, fluoride, a bunch of other stuff for less than what you would pay for 1 visit in our office.
So now, my opinion is you should price this so people feel stupid to say no to it. Is that right? Is that the correct way to do it? Like if I have to, like, well, I don't know, I got to figure out if this is a good deal or not, then you're probably priced it too high.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess that's another way of saying the way that we did it was, you can get 2, sometimes 3 cleanings a year, and any emergency that pops up, it's free. Any x-rays you need, they're free, and you're going to pay less for all of those visits than you would pay for 1 visit without the membership plan.
Got it. Okay. So what are some of the things that people should think about, like some of the hiccups that they should be aware of before they roll something like this out?
Well, number 1, don't talk about it on the phone, like I mentioned earlier. But number 2, you're going to run into issues with people's credit cards not being renewed and stuff like that. So you're going to have a team member that's keeping track of that, or you're going to need to make sure you're keeping track of that, because there will be times that your team might miss some things, and now people are truly coming in for free cleanings and you haven't been paid on that. And so you just need to have a system or a way to keep their membership plan up to date. There's different softwares that do it. We keep it all in-house. Open Dental has a really pretty easy feature to notate when their membership plan renews, And if that date is there and past the date that they are here, then we need to make sure that they've paid. And if they haven't, we need to ask them if they'd like to renew their membership plan. So that would be a big one. If you get lazy with it and you don't have a service doing it, you could very easily and quickly start doing 3 cleanings a year for people that haven't paid a dime.
Are you using any like software to help you track this and things like that?
No, just everything's through Open Dental. So we can track. We have a dummy code that we created that's a membership plan. We've inputted as an insurance plan in our software, and so it automatically includes the 10% discount on any treatment that they get.
That's cool. I haven't heard of that before.
Yeah, so there's not a whole lot of work on the back end. We do account for that as we pay our providers. So we pay our providers on an adjusted production basis. And so we do go back in and add that back as production on their account. And different offices have different philosophies on that. We have a reduced membership fee that we do give our providers for the services that they give, but the office doesn't lose money on that.
Got it. And then, so do you have any idea on like how when you renew? Have you gone through that? Like what you have to work through when you renew it, or does it automatically do that?
Patient perspective?
Just like payment, the administrative, like because I pay $500 or whatever it is, right? And so I'm the patient. I'm like, yeah, I pay my $500. I get the membership, and then 12 months later, does it just automatically bill through Open Dental as well, or does your team have to? You have a trigger for that?
Yeah, so we have a consent form that they sign, just like every other treatment, that says, hey, they're signing up for the membership plan and they agree to have this card billed on a renewing cycle of an annual cycle, and so it will do that, and we have it set up to do that in our merchant software. Will allow us to save the credit card and it'll auto bill it a year later. But what I was mentioning earlier is sometimes, like I lost my credit card the other day. And so now that credit card number doesn't exist, doesn't work. And if I'm on the membership plan and you got to run my card, it's not going to go through. And so if you don't have somebody watching that and monitoring the cards that have fallen off, and maybe Gary still wants the membership plan, but his credit card number's changed, you just got to be on top of that.
Got it. Okay. That makes sense. This is really, really good. So down below, we have all the pricing Dr. Blake's using, and you can build it however you want, right? You can add things in, or if different things cost you more or less, you can throw those in. You want it to be valuable. Make sure it's valuable to your patient, and don't be afraid to change it. It's okay to like add things. And this all came out of something that wasn't working, right? And I think that's what Dr. Blake's really good at is like, hey, this isn't working. How do we turn this into a positive rather than just having this broken thing sitting on the side that isn't doing anything for anybody? So now he's getting more patients to sign up, more patients to buy more treatment. So you guys can access that down below. Also, please, if this podcast is bringing you value, we've heard from a lot of you. A lot of people have sent me DMs. I know they have to you as well, Dr. Hamblin. But please like, subscribe, comment. That helps us. And we're going to keep making this free content for you and hopefully provide value for you guys. So any closing word for the audience before we cut everybody loose?
No, I think this is kind of a new thing that we're trying, and it seems to be working. And I think another thing to think about is people always like to feel like they're VIP. And this is a VIP feel. It's like, hey, not everybody on the membership plan gets this, but you do today if you do it. And so having your membership plan and then what we're calling the membership plus, or whatever you decide you want to call it, having some urgency around it that makes people decide today, I think is going to be the key to success in rolling out. If you don't have a membership plan, having kind of two options, or if you do, adding this in as a no-brainer for the patient.
So awesome. Great stuff, Dr. Hamblin. This is really exciting. And hey, this is what I'll tell people. I have a reminder to follow back up on this. We'll check back in, see how it's working, see how much treatments come through it, and let you guys know this is what we've learned. Here's how you can even make it even better once it's fully off the ground.
Yeah, if somebody else comes up with a better one, you just got to share it with me because I don't have all the answers.
Yep. We're always learning, always growing, and there's always better ways to do things. So awesome job. Thanks so much. You have a good one.
Thank you.
Peace. Hey, thanks so much for listening to the whole podcast. You're truly one of our greatest fans, and we really appreciate you. And we want to give you a $3,000 marketing credit to be used to grow your office. We have the link right down below. We'll meet really quickly. It takes about 15 minutes, and we'll tell you how you can save $3,000 on growing your office. And if you're an existing client, let us know, because this is for new clients, but we have some giveaways for existing clients as well. And it's great. So you'll love it. Thank you so much for listening. We really, really appreciate you.